What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, once again, DATMAN Dooley. Okay? Here, once again, to discuss the main sports topics that are going on in today's society. Okay? So I'm here with my boy right now, Wayne. Holla at the people, man.
What's up, everybody? My name is Wayne Galloway, Mr. Spot on Sports, Mr. Stable on Ball. Follow me on Instagram at __1 Wayne, Twitter _Wise Wayne. Shout out on Sports, shout out that man Dooley. Let's get it.
I appreciate that, my brother. So first things first, man. What we're going to talk about first is Westbrook versus Stephen A. Smith. Okay? So I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but Stephen A. Smith has been going back at it with Russell Westbrook over how he feels his career is going, basically kind of calling him a failure, but at the same token, respecting him, knowing that he's a legend, still making it to the Hall of Fame, and Westbrook feels like just because I haven't won a championship does not make me a champion. You know what I mean? So Wayne, what you feel about that, man?
Right now I'm 50-50 because I'm looking at it from a player perspective, which is Westbrook, and I'm looking at it from a broadcaster perspective, which is Stephen A. Smith, and which is we aspiring to be. And from Stephen A's perspective, the way he came off, I understand why Westbrook reacted how he reacted. You saying, I don't care what you did, that's nothing numbers, which he did for the major. He broke a record, giving the man flowers while you're here. We know it's not all about championships. But you said they say I don't care about the numbers, win a ring. It's like you sound like a GM. I mean, sure, every player, a GM brings in a player to win a ring, but you sound like that type of person that's like, shut up and dribble. Just play the game. Like, play the game to win or else. Like, you could put as many numbers you want, but I don't care what you do. And Westbrook basically telling him, like, man, you don't know me personally. You don't, like, you talk about so many people, you don't know me personally, know them personally, how I grew up, what I'm doing. Like, the man got a lot going on outside of his outside basketball, community service, building a school, giving back, food events, basketball, charity, and he giving his all on the floor every night. We know he's not on the best team, but Stephen A. making it, we're not making an excuse for Westbrook is. He had opportunities and he didn't win. But like another broadcaster said that was on First Take that I seen, he said, well, his cards ain't right. Maybe he's not meant to win a championship, but the man does deserve some praise for every night he goes out there. And you know how hard it is to put up a triple double a game, and he did that in 38 games. He broke the record for that franchise history, NBA history. And Stephen A. basically he did come on First Take and apologize to his wife because the wife reacted as well, defending her man. And Stephen A. was like, I apologize to you, but I'm still sticking what I gotta say. And I don't technically I'm 50-50, but I'm a may go Westbrook way. Like he was saying, I'm an athlete. You never played sports. You played sports, but you never made it to this elite level. For you to criticize me and you sit on his First Take every day and be delusional one week and the next week you so-called praising one dude and hating the same dude, like it don't make sense. You the same person that said Kyrie Irving should retire, now saying he probably one of the best point guards of the planet right now. Like you don't make your mind up. Then other players go off and put up a lot of numbers. You praise them for one night, and then Westbrook do it. Oh, it don't matter. You haven't done nothing. I don't respect that at all.
Exactly.
How you feel?
No, I'm because it's like, what do you want the man to do? It's like, do you want him to hop on a super team just to win a championship? You know what I mean? Or do you want the man to really play basketball and earn his championship? And like you and I was discussing, some players, it may not be in their cards. I named Charles Barkley, Tracy McGrady, Iverson, John Stockton, Karl Malone. It's a long of great players who have never even been to the finals, let alone won a championship. So people don't understand how rare it is to get to the NBA finals. You know what I mean? People really don't put that in perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it comes to Russell Westbrook, how will we remember him? Is he a legend? Absolutely, Russell Westbrook is a legend. Is he a Hall of Famer? Absolutely, Russell Westbrook is a Hall of Famer. Without a shadow of a doubt. Will he be remembered as a winner? Absolutely not. The only people that are considered winners are those who win NBA championships. And if you haven't won an NBA championship, you can't be considered a winner. Now, I respect Westbrook's side of things. He's saying, okay, I made it to the NBA. I am a winner. I'm a league MVP. I am a winner. But what Stephen A is saying is, what do we expect out of league MVPs? Anybody who has won an NBA league MVP, that is the most valuable player, one of the best awards you can win in basketball. If you win that award, we expect you to win an NBA championship. That's something Russell Westbrook has not done. Okay? And that's something he may never do. But that doesn't diminish how great Russell Westbrook is. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. He's a legend in my eyes, and if he don't win a ring, plenty of players that haven't. So I shouldn't see why he criticized him like how he is.
Exactly. Going back to what I was saying, there's only one MVP every year in the NBA. Okay, less than 5% of players, maybe 2% of players to ever play basketball have ever won the MVP. You know what I mean? So Westbrook, in that in itself, Westbrook is in a rare class of players. You know what I mean? To be able to win an NBA MVP. And at least he's been in the NBA Finals, and he actually played well. But will Russell Westbrook ever win a championship? Probably not, and that's due to his jump shot, if you ask me, and that's due to his crazy play. He turns it over left and right. He can't shoot the basketball. It's a lot of flaws in his game, as great as he is,
Absolutely.
Exactly. But let me not focus too much on this right now, because we could go on about this forever. So Stephen A isn't wrong, and neither is Westbrook.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Exactly. And that's just facts.
50-50.
Quick comment from my boy King KG6 Fire Podcast. I appreciate you for being here watching, my brother. Thank you so much for dropping that like as well, man. Okay. Yeah, so it's just a lot going on right now. But now let's go off to the next topic, something I really want to discuss. Okay, the Brooklyn and Lakers signings. Okay, tell me something, Wayne. Like, honestly, how do you feel? Because I was slapped in the face this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. I got slapped in the face. Okay, when I woke up from my nap and I found out LaMarcus Aldridge signed to the Brooklyn Nets, I said, my goodness, what all do y'all need to win a championship? You got Blake Griffin now, LaMarcus Aldridge, and that's on the back end. So we talking Kyrie, we talking KD, we talking James Harden. Are you serious? Is that what it takes to win an NBA championship, ladies and gentlemen? Now you're adding Blake Griffin, you got DeAndre Jordan, you got LaMarcus Aldridge. Are you kidding me? What you got to say about this, Wayne? Tell me something.
At this point, I think it's disrespectful to us and the rest of the NBA, because at this point, they looking at it like, forget what everybody got to say at this point. It's like some people green chase and y'all criticize them. I don't care if you criticize me. He's supposed to have been a Miami Heat. How do you leave the Heat because they're on a 6-game losing streak to go to a team that's already put together? And then you may come off the bench because you're old and you say you could bring some defense to the team, which is, I don't believe is not going to change. They're still going to be the same bad defense team, killer offense. But now you're just making it look worse, because it's like we don't even look at no other team to expect to go to championship. It's like we looking at Brooklyn to sweep the East. Now, they decided the ball. Drummond just got there. The GM, I just heard the GM that signed Drummond said he remind him of Kareem. That's like the Kareem signing. He felt like this was the time when they signed Kareem, his father, which was the GM at the time. And I'm thinking, like, if this was the Kareem sign, they going straight to the finals. Drummond to the Lakers with Anthony. Oh, that's too physical in the paint. The West is pretty tougher than the East, but at the same time, it's LeBron and AD. They've been there together, and now you just added Drummond. And like you said, big men win the league. Big men carry the league. It's a big man's game. So
exactly.
I expect to see both of these teams in the finals. I'm not sure who's going to be the winner. Probably the Lakers, due to the lack of defense, and to Brooklyn. But the signings, both of them, was just expected, and it's just now making the league looking like who can get the best players and who can compete, who can basically beat the best of the best. Who's going to be the number one best? Everybody else get better, get some money and get some players. It don't look right to me.
Exactly. No, honestly, when you talk about Andre Drummond joining the Los Angeles Lakers, ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what the Lakers needed to be able to compete. Okay. When you talk about the Brooklyn Nets, they're stacked from top to bottom. Not that the Lakers aren't a good team, but they needed a little more. Andre Drummond is going to bring defense. He's going to bring rebounding. He's going to bring paint scoring. Okay. Something Gasol was not providing. Let's just be honest. Excuse me. Gasol is on his last legs. Okay. Gasol's slow. I call him Gaslow. Okay. The Lakers had no business in getting McGee and Dwight Howard. And you replace a slow end of his career into his prime Gasol with those two players? Please. Okay. So this Drummond pickup was a big pickup for the the Los Angeles Lakers. Ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to know that right now. Okay. This is one of the best rebounders in NBA history. Okay. So they're going to need him and his defensive prowess against the Brooklyn Nets. Because, ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you right now, the Brooklyn Nets are an offensive juggernaut. Okay. They're an offensive juggernaut. Okay. Period. Okay. So Andre Drummond was a very big pickup. Basically, I like the pickup, man. It puts the Lakers back in motion,
Absolutely. I mean, I expect to see both in the finals, nothing less.
Exactly. Hold on. We got another comment right quick. Defense wins championships. My man Nyake Charlie letting the people know right now that defense.
And that goes football, basketball, every sport.
Exactly. So when you talk about who's the better defensive team out of the Lakers and the Brooklyn Nets, it's obvious the Los Angeles Lakers are the better defensive team. Now, who's the better offensive team? It's obvious the Brooklyn Nets are the better offensive team. But
and that's how the game gonna look. That's exactly how it's gonna look.
Yes. Now the question is, can the Lakers offense match up to Brooklyn's offense versus Brooklyn's defense matching up to the Lakers defense? You know what I mean? What you think? What you think, Wayne? You think the Lakers could? Because let's not act like Bron and AD can't score the basketball. Schroeder, Montrez.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one. I think the Lakers can match the defense. The offense, though, no, I think the Lakers can match the offense. They could score. Kuzma brings some presence. Caruso may get him. LeBron, we know, is gonna get his buckets. AD is gonna be the physical. Like Drummond gonna play his role rebounding. He could make some putbacks because he's not very good on the free throw line. But AD would be the key because you got the match between him and Blake and Aldridge. He gonna put in a lot of work over there.
Absolutely. By the way, appreciate you for tuning in, my man Nyake. Thank you so much, my brother. On to the next topic, because we can talk about this forever. Man, let's talk about Baylor versus UConn, the ladies' game, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'm going to say this: women's basketball is on a different level now. The talent of these players are it's like some of these players should be in the NBA. If it wasn't for size and athleticism, okay? Some of these girls are that good, okay? So I just want to say right now, what do you feel about the foul that wasn't called at the end of the game? Do you feel like that was a foul, or do you feel like the refs made the right call by it being a no call?
As the time we in the day, the refs are making horrible calls in every sport we watching. I'm going to just say that. And that clearly was a foul. Nice pick and roll by the Baylor, big man, big girl or small girl that made that pick and roll. Carrington came around. She's a shooter. As she's pulling up, clearly two people jumps up way too early, blocking her from shooting at the rim or either seeing the rim, not giving her a chance to shoot. And the referees just sit there like, well, it's UConn. We're going to just let it slide. No. Call a foul. We're not letting this play. Call a foul, give her a chance. You never know if she's gonna make the free throws or not. Like you were saying on Spot on Sports. I don't get why they didn't call it. It wasn't a fair call, and it was a close game. That's probably it could have went to overtime. You never know. Man, at that type of intensity at that moment, you sit there, don't call it because you may be scared you may make the wrong call. But it clearly was a foul. And I feel sad for the Baylor girls going home because they put all that work and they got a lot of talent. A lot of
Exactly.
talent. So I know
Yeah.
UConn, of course, they got the coaching staff, they got the talent, of course. A nice young star over there. But them girls work hard for it, and they didn't get it due to the refs. Come on, man. Come on. And we
Absolutely.
don't know if she would have made it or not. We really don't.
You don't. I think they should have put her on the line personally. You put her on the line, who knows? She might have missed the free throws like we discussed, But the fact they didn't call that call, it's obvious. And anybody that feels like that wasn't a foul doesn't know basketball. Okay? Let me put that out there right now. You don't know basketball. Okay? The lady pulled up. She was being touched all over the forearm. So she couldn't even finish the shot. Not just that, you must allow a jump shooter to land. They didn't allow that. Okay?
Yeah.
Exactly. So my point is this. It was just a bad call, no call on the sake of the referees. Okay? They could have done better.
But when is this going to stop? When is this bad calling going to stop? This is not just this is I'm tired of this. Watching sports and you just saying something like it's stopping the fun. You could be watching a good game. Referees blow a whistle off a little cat coming around a pick or a little bump, and they just cat little chit. I'm tired of the refs. I don't get it right now.
Exactly. No, I'm completely with you right now. They robbed those girls. The girls from Baylor definitely deserve to win that basketball game without a doubt. They worked hard. Don't get me wrong. UConn was a great team. That Paige Beckers. First of all, let me just say something about her. She won College Basketball Player of the Year, and she's a freshman. First time in history, a freshman has won that award. And I'm just going to be honest, this girl is the truth. She's definitely going to the league. And I'm not going to lie, she ain't just going to the league. Ladies and gentlemen, she's a legend. She's going to be a legend.
Yeah.
That's how I'm seeing it already. Okay. But it is what it is there. Too bad for Baylor. Hopefully they get it back next year. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's move on because we could talk about that forever. Now let's talk about the men's bracket. Final four. We got Baylor. Okay. We got Baylor. We got UCLA. We got Houston. Okay. All in the final four. Okay. So honestly, it could go any way. It could go any way. What you feeling? Because everybody looking at me like, oh, okay, why you not going for Baylor? Honestly, I love Houston and their shooters.
Yeah.
As far as UCLA goes versus Gonzaga, I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, UCLA is going to get their you-know-what handed to them. Gonzaga is coming to their heads. Okay? That's how good of a team Gonzaga is, okay? But when you talk about Houston versus Baylor, I'm here to tell y'all that's up. I don't know who's going to win that game. Everybody says Baylor. I'm not going to go for Baylor. Not so fast. I like the shooters Houston got. I feel like Houston got a shot. What you feel, Wayne?
When you say Houston got a shot, I'm gonna go with Baylor just off of defense and Mitchell. It's another kid up there that they comparing him to Donovan Mitchell because of his name, but the kid can bowl. He's number 45. I like him. Gonzaga and UCLA, no chance. UCLA has no chance. You have Suggs, Timmy, Corey, potentially 4 players in the top 15 of NBA draft coming up. I don't think they stand a chance. And going down to the end, Gonzaga and Baylor in the championship, Gonzaga takes it. But Houston may sneakily surprise me just because of their skill, their offensive skill they got. They really got a good IQ playing together. The way they run their offense is pretty well. Defense is tough. They are the number 2 seed, and UCLA is the 11th seed. Not doubting them, but Michigan had them. But you're not gonna get into that. And I just think Gonzaga is going to take it all the way. I think it's pretty easy. It's not really going to be any competition.
That's true. Gonzaga
is over.
No, I'm with you. Like Gonzaga looks like they're pretty much ahead of the pack. You know what I mean? So I can't even sit here and say Gonzaga, there's another team that's even close to them left. You know what I mean? Like they're just a better overall team, because Baylor has a few players. You know what I mean? UCLA, only God knows how they're still in it. And so they just been playing good basketball. And if UCLA can somehow beat Gonzaga, I'm here to tell you they're probably gonna win the whole thing. Okay, and that's just me. That's
Ooh.
yeah. Hey,
If they find a way.
Right, right. Don't get me wrong. They can easily beat Gonzaga, right? And then Baylor or Houston take care of them in the final round. You know what I mean? So all that's possible as well. Who knows, man? But I don't want to talk too much about these things. I just had to come back on live for my people, let y'all know I'm still here. I'm still trucking. I'm still breathing, and I'm still bringing this heat. Okay? This Dat Man Dooley. Once again, you know where to find me. The number one sports historian, the number one sports analyst in the world. Okay? Wayne, tell the people something, baby.
Follow me on Instagram at __1 Wayne /Wayne's World. Stay on ball. Follow us too as well, as we're part of Spot on Sports at Spot _on Sports. Thank you, that man Dooley, for having me on.
Absolutely, Wayne. Anytime, my brother. God bless y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Holla at your boy, Dat Man.